Good morning, everyone. So yesterday we got to know that CBSE has revised the syllabus for class 9, 10, 11 and 12. So here I am presenting to you what are the changes in English core for class 12. So the syllabus has now been divided into two parts, part A and part B. Part A is mostly objective type questions and part B is comprised of mostly subjective type questions. In part A again, which is of 40 marks, we have a division of 20 marks. In the first 20 we have a reading comprehension, and in the second we have literature. So let's see the breakup of first reading comprehension. So out of these 20 marks we have two reading comprehensions. One will be an unseen passage, and in that unseen passage you will have 11 questions, out of which you will have to do 10. Remember, all 10 of them will be multiple choice questions. In the second passage, which will be a case-based passage, that means there will be statistical data, figures to analyze from. Again, you will have 11 questions, and out of those 11, you will have to do 10. So 1 mark each for every question, and two passages, 10 mark each. Okay, 1 mark for every question that you have, and all the questions will be multiple choice type questions. In the second division of the first of the part A, we have literature. Again, we have multiple choice type questions from both the textbooks. So let's see the breakup of these 20 marks. First, we have multiple choice questions based on prose extracts. That means reference to context type questions from the prose extracts that will be taken from either Flamingo or Vistas. So there will be a total of 3 extracts that will be asked. Out of those, you will have to do 2. So 1 mark each for 4 questions that will be asked in every extract. So as you can clearly see, you will have to do 2 extracts, and then you will have 1 mark each for every question. So a total of 4 questions in each extract. So that makes it 8 marks. Then we have 1 multiple choice question, 1 extract from poetry that will again consist of 4 questions, 1 mark each, and you will obviously get a choice. You will have 2 extracts. Out of that, you will have to choose 1. And as we know, poetry is only in Flamingo, so we know it's only from Flamingo. Then we have text-based questions, which will test your comprehension, analysis, inference, and interpretation, both from Flamingos and Vistas. So we'll have a total of 10 questions. Out of those, you will have to do 8, and 1 mark each for all the questions. So we'll have 8 marks. So a breakup of 4 for 4 and 8, that makes it 20 marks. Then we move on to part B. Again divided into 2 parts. First part writing, second is literature. We see a lot of importance being given to literature. Earlier, which was only of 30 marks, it has been bumped up to a total of 44 marks. That is more than 50% of your 80 marks of total literature written paper. So please pay attention on literature more, and there have been things that have been cut short, and we'll discuss about that later. And let's move on to understand what are the things that are there in the writing section of part B. So these are the things that are included. I've not included anything that is not there. So everything that is there that you have to study, it's there. We have notice advertisement of 3 marks. Earlier it was of 4. We have invitation, formal and informal, again of 3 marks. So posters and advertisements are still there. So posters is not there. Advertisements are still there. Poster has been cut out from the syllabus. We have letter writing. The only 2 types of letters are included now: letters to the editor and application for a job. Any other business type of letter of inquiry, of placing orders, or applying to complaints, or making a complaint are now out of the syllabus. So only 2 types of letter you have to study: letters to the editor and application for a job. Again, in the long answer type questions, in writing section we have only article and report writing. Speech and debate are now out of your syllabus. Only article and report writing to be practiced. So of 5 marks, we have to answer it from 120 to 150 words. Letter writing again of 5 marks, we've been cut down from 10. Article and report writing have been cut down from 10 to 5, and letter writing has been cut down to 5. Formal and informal invitation again for 3 marks each. Notice and advertisements for 3 marks. Move on to second part of part B, literature of 24 marks. Okay. So first we have 5 short answer type questions, which will be again a choice. You'll have 6 questions in total. You will have to answer only 5. They will be of 2 marks each. They can be from poetry or prose. You'll have to answer them in 30 to 40 words. They will be from Flamingo. 5 questions from poetry or prose. You'll have to answer from 30 to 40 words of 2 marks each. Then move on to 2 short answer type questions out of 3 from Vistas. Okay. Again in 30 to 40 words. So that makes it 22 4 marks. Then we can move on to the long answer type questions. From Flamingo and Vistas, we'll have 1 long answer type question each out of 2, which will be obviously be a choice. So these questions will be of 5 marks, and they are very, very important. They will be evaluative and analytical. They will test your analytical skills using incidents, events, themes as a reference points from the texts that you will be reading in these textbooks. So you cannot write a summary if you think that is what a long answer type question is for. You will not be able to do that. These questions will specifically focus on evaluation and analysis of particular incidents in the textbook, of events, of themes as reference points. Then there are some things that have been deleted, some chapters, so we need to take note of that as well. From Flamingo, we have 3 chapters that have been deleted: Poets and Pancakes, The Interview, and Going Places. Please note them down, cut them out of your contents in your book. And in poetry, we have one poem that has been removed, which is A Roadside Stand by Robert Frost. In Vistas, we have 3 chapters that have been deleted. Second, The Tiger King, Journey to the End of the Earth with Ishani Doshi, and then the last chapter, which is Memories of Childhood, and both the parts in that. So these are the things that have been deleted. Please note and do not study them, and make sure you thoroughly understand what is expected of you now. Now, as we know, literature is of more value, and writing section has been thoroughly cut down, and it's only of 16 marks. Reading comprehension, you will have to now start practicing multiple choice questions out of these reading comprehensions, and also in literature. So we'll try to do that, and I hope all of you understood. Now have a clear idea as to what your English syllabus is all about, and thank you for listening, and that's all.